Hey, my name is Max Auren, and a few years ago I was sleeping on a couch in a monastery dorm room, living off a $120 scholarship for students from poor families. And this year in January, I've made over $51,000 in revenue for my online business in music production education space with lifetime sales of over 1.7 million. This is without any high-ticket offer or coaching. This is only front, fully automated courses and digital products. I also didn't make a single piece of content. I haven't had to fulfill anything. And today I'll break down for you what's the net cash collected, the expenses, how much I take home out of it, and more importantly, exactly how I do it. First, let's talk about the actual cash. As you can see, here are all the payments that add up to around $44,500. About 2.8K are sign-ups for the 3-month pay plan, which comes to around 5.8K yet to be collected in the following 2 months. So if we add the 1K that my YouTube channel generated, we will come to around 51K in gross revenue. Mind you, this is not the worst month or the best month. I'm pretty happy with it, especially since it's not my focus to grow the top line right now. And I spend less than an hour a week on this business. And all this for years now, okay? It is not like I was lucky one time and spent a bunch of money on ads and boom. So how is it done? It all starts with a few traffic sources that I have. First, sometimes I create strategic, educational, long-form content that attracts the ideal person that would be most likely interested in what I have to sell. So courses on improving music production skills. I have a video on my channel explaining how you can come up with ideas like this as well for your business. Views are nice, but they don't matter. How I turn these views into actual cash flow comes down to those two things. First, on the video, I promote a free resource that people can download in exchange for their email. This gets me about 190 leads or emails a day on average. You don't need that many leads. In fact, my niche is very broad. With many viewers from low-income economies, it's a hobby, not a huge status increase. Nothing in this niche speaks, I'm ready to buy expensive shit right now. And the more expensive problem you solve, the less views and leads you need to make meaningful income. The magic, how I make so many people give me their email address, is that I use the free resource in the video, so that if the person wants to follow along, they have to download it. Then I just have an automation that sends emails to those people. About 25% of my revenue comes directly from that. Mind you, this automation is not random. It's designed in a way to maximize the amount of people that purchase. I actually made a video about that as well. Second, I promote the entry-level products to my ecosystem. And the third thing I promote is the mid-level product that drives most of the revenue. Most important is that it doesn't matter which one actually makes them click. The only thing I care about is that the person clicks and goes to my website. My website's job is to make them spend money. YouTube is to educate, to make them click if they buy an entry-level product for 10 or 50 bucks, or even just download the free stuff. They'll get into my ecosystem, they'll view the upsells, I'll present them the offer, and they'll hear from me so much they'll eventually spend more and more. They'll also get retargeted on meta ads, which is key in this whole journey. I'll get to it in a second. On those videos, I just promote whatever feels most relatable to the viewer, depending on the topic that made them click on the video. So if you make a video about watch out for these loopholes in a legal contract, you'd make a checklist of the thing that people can download. Then I have a small network of TikTok and Instagram accounts that I created systems for and then outsourced to a few people. They use my exact SOPs, my templates, and story schedules that I designed to nurture, educate, and turn these views into clicks that then we sell on the website. I documented it so that practically anyone with basic music production skills can make the content in 1 to 2 hours a day, so that if someone doesn't want to work with me anymore, which hasn't happened yet, I can quickly get back on track. We put about 10 pieces of content a day across the channels, and financially for me, if I can make 3 people buy, everything else on top of it is profit. Then the next source of revenue and traffic is from meta ads especially to reach and nurture the people that already watched our educational content so that we can remind them infinitely about what they can get and what's the transformation they can go through. I spend more if I test or scale a cold funnel. I also made a video about a cold funnel like this, but now I prefer to focus on the low-hanging fruit and show ads only to people that Zach thinks that are the most likely to convert. Now, this is crazy here. My YouTube channel makes about $30 to $40 per day. It's awesome, right? Basically free money, but it costs you the 2% of people that click off your video after they see the ads. Worse, if it's an ad from your competitor, oh my, then you're really shooting yourself in the leg. I'd suggest that you do not enable YouTube ads if you have an expensive product to sell, because if a view is worth to you, let's say $1 on average, to make up for that, you'd have to make YouTube pay 1,000 RPM, and that ain't gonna happen, my bro. And if you don't have a product or expensive product to sell, reach out to me, please, let's fix that. Now, here are my expenses. Meta ads is the biggest for sure. Right now I spend about $100 a day, or up to 300 if I test the cold funnel. Then my whole team is around 2K for both content, a little bit of fulfillment and support. Then there's whole software and guts of the business. I'm kind of a freak. I have my own WordPress website, my own servers, and my apps that GPT wrote me so that I don't have to pay $200 a month for hosting the courses, right? It took me way too long than it should, but it's super cheap forever. I'm talking about $250 a month, including servers, plugins, community, and everything else. Other than email, so let's just say $600 per month. Now, refunds are always about 5% of the revenue, while I do encourage everyone to buy and refund if they don't like it after 60 days. If your product is great, you don't have to worry about that. I also talk about this on this channel. That makes the net cash collected at around 43K. I won't be talking about taxes. If you're a client of mine, I can definitely share more about it. But after all expenses, payment processing, and income taxes, it all comes down to me taking home about 2/3 of the cash collected. Now, could I grow the revenue higher? Whatever your or my answer is, here's what I want you to understand. Every dollar earned more than that would start to cost me not only more money, but also more time. So I'd make 20K more, but it would cost me 8K in overhead, and I would have to work 50 more hours a month to do that. And if you're anything like me, you'd agree that how you make money is more meaningful than how much you make. If you'd want my help doing the same, in the first link in the description, you will see a link to my calendar. Book a quick call. It's with me personally. We'll sit down together, and if I see that I can help you launch your online education business to 10 or 20K per month on the call, I'll exactly map out a plan for you on how we can do that. But if you still need to see me a few times before you commit to jumping on a call to grow, then watch this video on the right where I'll show you exactly what I'll do if I want to get to 10K per month as quick as possible.